This program is brought to you by the Genesis Communications Network, a world leader in talk radio since 1998. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Broadcasting and streaming live all across America. This is Home Talk USA with Michael King, where we will discuss topics pertaining to your home with industry-leading experts. Michael King is a licensed general contractor with more than 30 years of experience in home improvements and the author of Contracting with the King. Join us this hour for our segment Invent America with your co-host, the Inventor Lady, Rita Crompton. Discover what's next in the home improvement industry and explore new products and innovations. Or if you have that next great big idea, learn what it takes to bring your invention to the world as Michael King and Rita Crompton talk to America's inventors and innovators. Remember, the America of tomorrow is being invented today. We invite you to visit us at HomeTalkUSA.com. One of the best resources for home improvement information around today. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like Home Talk. That's HomeTalkUSA.com. And now, we proudly present Invent America from the #1 home improvement radio program in the country, Home Talk USA, with your host, the Cajun contractor, Michael King, and his co-host, the Inventor Lady, Rita Crompton.
Yeah, hey, welcome America. That's right. It's always about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Welcome to Home Talk USA radio program among all our great radio affiliates all across this great country. This is the Invent America part of our show, a part of our family, where me and my co-host, Miss Rita Crompton, the InventorLady, we actually talk to young inventors and entrepreneurs and pretty much walking you through the blueprint that if you have a product or an idea, you really want to listen to this hour because we can prevent you from making all the financial mistakes that come along with basically being inexperienced. So don't forget, though, we are streaming live on the World Wide Web at the Genesis Communication Radio Network at GCNlive.com. And now I'd like to welcome my co-host, the Inventor Lady herself, Miss Rita Crompton. Hey, Rita, how you doing since last week?
I am fine, Michael. It is so good to talk to you. I was almost said so good to see you, and one of these days we'll make that happen. And I want to add the line, the pursuit of happiness and the pursuit of all ideas.
Yeah, I like that, a pursuit of all ideas. But
and the cool thing is that so many, we've had on some older inventors, and when I say older, I mean like they're hitting 80, with brilliant ideas. And we can have inventors that are, and today's guests are all in high school or younger. So inventing doesn't know an age limit. No, that's right. And, when I saw, when we had our production meeting a couple of months ago and you was laying out some different topics that we really need to cover, when it got to the these young inventors segment where we talk to the young minds, because let's face it, this is going to be the future of our industry, the future of our government, the future of our sovereignty, is that we got to get the young people involved. And it's just as simple as that, So well, and I used to go, and I was a judge at the Invention Convention in Colorado for the fourth graders.
Wow.
And so, there's a lot of schools out there that really now help the kids understand, that inventing is what this country has been made of for hundreds of years. If you couldn't fix the problem on the wagon train died.
Well, let's talk.
So, it's everybody invents where their comfort zone is and where their aha moment is, and it's wonderful.
Well, let's talk about some of our inventors. Who you have as our guests coming up shortly?
All right. Our first guest, and, forgive me if I say the names wrong. The first one is Sukita Serini Vasan, and this young inventor has invented a domestic violence alerting device. I mean, that is really sophisticated for a sophomore in high school.
Wow.
So that one, that is our first one. And then our second one is Sarita Sandhi Kreska. And Sandhi has invented a tool that prevents waste. And that's a big deal, for the generation growing up, is that, it is all about, taking care of, the planet and even your own backyard. So minimizing waste and taking care of things properly. So we're excited to hear about what that is. And then our final guest is Juli Shively, and she has helped all these young inventors around the U.S. and internationally as far as, what to do and how to get their product to the marketplace. So she's going to talk a little bit about her outreach and her organization and stuff. So we're excited to hear about, how our young inventors are being cultivated and taught the right way to, get the product developed. But that's only one step, and that. I mean, it's one thing you've got the idea. It's like, now what? And so, both of these guests are in the now what phase of, they're patent pending, but now what? And I had so many people contacting me after our last show saying, all right, I need an attorney. I need someone that's going to do a prototype for me. And so it was my first chance to really promote our new sponsors.
Well, that's great. And let me ask you this now. Now, at the end of the hour, you're going to be giving also some information, some breaking news information on how to be on the show. What's the process, right?
Yes, I am.
Well, that's good. We want to hold that thought right there. And but there's a lot going on right now. But mainly what we're trying to do with the Invent America segment of Home Talk USA is trying to give a good, honest path, a blueprint. So you don't make these big financial mistakes that you can make. That, when we first started this show, the horror stories that we were hearing from, shady patent attorneys, and it just was amazing. Oh,
I know. I've got one where we're just now in the process of doing a licensing agreement, and I can't wait to get this young woman on. She has got an absolutely amazing story, and, the one company that we're talking to, they cannot wait to get their hands on this. And it's because she suffers from this thing that she fixed.
Yeah.
And they were just amazed. So, we've got so many good inventors out there, and she's in her 20s. So she is a young inventor as well. And so the big thing, I think, is, I get inventors that say, I'm too old, I'm too young. No. Brilliant ideas can come to any of us. God will plant a brilliant idea in anyone and then give you the tools to go with it. And we're one of those tools. We are. We're one of these groups that says, okay, no, do it this way. No, this is your next step. Figure this part out first. And that's what we do on Invent America. We do Invent America because America invents.
Yeah.
And we're there to help.
Very well said. And another thing is the decision is the licensing compared to manufacturing it your own. And that's the dilemma that comes at the end of this. They both have pluses and minuses. They both, so I'm looking forward to that. Well, there's the music. Rita, I got to step away. We have to step away. Got to hear from some of our great sponsors. When we come back, we're going to have some guests, some topics. We're going to be talking to some amazing young inventors right here on the Invent America show. This is Home Talk USA radio program, along with my sidekick, Rita Crompton. Please visit our websites at HomeTalkUSA.com. And when you click there, it will have the Invent America link. You can click there. Any information, archives, anything you need to know about this radio program is sitting right there. And don't forget, please visit HomeTalkTV.com for the television part of this. So right here on the Home Improvement Broadcasting Network. Me and Rita's going to take a short break. We're going to be right back. Yay! Got to pay the bills, Rita!
You betcha.
USA with Michael King. Do you have questions about your next home improvement project or home repairs? Now you can chat with verified home repair and home improvement experts in just minutes. Get the help you need by visiting HometalkUSA.com. One of the best resources for home improvement information around today. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like Home Talk. That's HometalkUSA.com. And now, back to Invent America from the #1 home improvement radio program in the country. Home Talk USA with your host, the Cajun contractor Michael King, and his co-host, the InventorLady, Rita Crompton.
Hi, everybody. My name is Rita Crompton, also known as the InventorLady. My website is www.InventorLady.com, so go check us out. Juli Shively is our expert today. And, Julie, thank you so much for those two guests that we just had on. They were wonderful young ladies, very articulate, very passionate about their inventions, and we are grateful that, it's summertime and we can have some of those young innovators on because they are our future.
Yes, I'm so happy they were able to join you. Both come from wonderful programs in their own respective state, the Connecticut Invention Convention and the Ohio Invention League, and they've really done a lot to prepare their kids for events just like this and to go out and kind of spread the word about young innovators.
When I lived in Colorado, I was a judge at the Invention Convention at one of the fourth grade schools there, and it was always wonderful to go in and talk to the students and to see what they were doing. So thank you for participating with us so that we can encourage these young innovators to become active and to, go forward with their ideas. So tell us about the innovation world and what it is that you do to help the young innovators.
Okay. Thank you so much for inviting me to the show, by the way. The Innovation World, which is at innovationworld.org, is a resource for young innovators, entrepreneurs, inventors, and the educators who work with them and inspire them. It's really a good place for them to go if they're looking for a STEAM-related program or STEAM curriculum, or maybe the next step on their invention that they've made to figure out where do I go from here now that I've got my prototype built. All of those type of resources are available at Innovation World. Additionally, we have several programs that we've created that help empower young innovators. The Global Innovation Field Trip is the largest of those. It is a quarterly online multi-country collaboration celebrating young innovation from around the world. And we started this in May of 2020 as a result of COVID. And it's just taken off and hasn't stopped yet. We're getting ready this weekend, in fact, when your show is going to air. We'll be live at our next 24-hour event. It's our 14th event, and we've already done more than 885 presentations from 61 different countries. So we're really excited about this show. Anybody interested in learning about that can go to globalinnovationfieldtrip.org to learn more. And please come watch us on YouTube. Starts at noon on Saturday and ends at noon on Sunday, and it's just packed with young people from around the world, like the two guests that you just talked to, just people who want to get out there and share what they're doing in the innovation space.
Well, that's wonderful. And, how did you get started doing this?
Well, I spent about 18 years at the Ohio Invention League and then spent about a year and a half helping develop what is now the National Invention Convention, and it resides now at the Henry Ford. It used to be with a different organization when I was part of it. And when I wanted to branch off, I felt there was a need out there to have a main resource that held all of these different things and all these different opportunities for students. So that's where Innovation World originally came from. Additionally, we have things like we have a student Young Collaborators podcast now. So we have students who actually decide who they want to interview, what the nature of that interview is going to be, and they do everything. The only thing I'm doing is the back end, technical stuff never shown on camera or on voice. They just do such a great job. I mean, I think if you empower these students, it's amazing what they'll really do if you let them just do. And that's what we aim to do, is we do everything we can to help empower them and make them feel like they can charge forward because we really need them to.
Right, right. Well, it's wonderful, and we will make sure that we post your contact information, your different social media outlets that you want listed when we put everything out onto our different platforms. And, you know, because like you said, there's so many times when people don't know you're there, and especially, you know, in some of the rural areas, that you've got a brilliant student, and if they can get in touch with you online, that's a wonderful resource for them, because otherwise they may not have something in their local rural schools.
Yep, absolutely.
So, thank you. What is there one last sentence you want to share with our audience?
Just do everything you can to get involved in your local programs that help empower students. And thank you very much for this opportunity, Rita and Mike.
My pleasure, and we will make sure, like I said, that everybody has your contact information, and we will get it out there as much as we can. So thank you, Julie, so much for being on today. And we're going to go off and pay some bills. So thank you.
Thank you.